My name is Fawnice Turner, and I am your Mrs. South Dakota United States 2016. Hey, welcome back. This is Fawnice Turner, and I wanted to share 3 interesting facts about myself and what I like to do. One of them is actually going out rock hunting with my family. We go to Edgemont and Fairburn, South Dakota. We would load up our 4-wheelers, and we would get permission from landowners to go out on the land and look for specimens. One of the ones that we would find is a fossil similar to this. Another fossil we would find in the banks of the rocks looked like this. These are really neat to pull out, especially in the hole. In the same area, or more in Fairburn, South Dakota, we would find actually Fairburn agates, and they would come out looking like this, really beautiful markings. Here's another one. These have actually been polished, so you don't find them like this out on the land. They look more, like this rock. And then here's a geo that we had found as well, and we'd cut it open. And then on our excursions, we usually brought the 4-wheelers further back into the land to kind of maybe try to find more fossils or more agates, land that people haven't really traveled or walked on. And we would find rattlesnakes. We've had a lot of close encounters with rattlesnakes, but as long as you don't harm them, they don't harm you. It's just kind of scary to find one out there in the desert. Another thing that we like to do was go to agate mines. Actually, my parents had a family friend who owned an agate mine, and we would find big rose quartz rocks that we would line our garden with. Another interesting fact about myself, my first job, I was actually a tour guide with Big Thunder Gold Mine in Keystone, South Dakota. As a tour guide, it actually helped bring me out of my comfort zone. I was able to talk to several different people, get to know people, and I was really interested in this job because it taught me the history of gold mining in South Dakota. I learned the history of the gold rush in Keystone, South Dakota, as well as the mine across the street, which is the Holy Terror. That one really fascinated me, just learning about the shaft going into the ground, and it had a lot of history behind it. Another fun thing that I did after the tours is I actually taught people how to pan for gold. We gave everybody a pan like this. It actually had rocks in it already, and we would just have them kind of dip it into the little traps that we had for them, and they would start circling the water around, trying to get the gold to fall to the bottom of the pan. And then you would just slowly kind of get rid of the rocks, and then at the end you would be left with gold clips in the bottom of your pan. Another interesting thing about myself, my family is actually from Minnesota. We grew up in Blaine, Minnesota. So Minnesota is known for 10,000 lakes. And so I've grown up loving water. My grandparents lived on a lake. My other grandparents actually had a pond in their backyard, and we just had so much fun going to their houses, just being outside in the water. We would go inner tubing on the lake. So secretly, my sister and I, we used to play games that we were mermaids or that we were sharks in the pool and pretend to be mermaids. And sometimes I don't know that I was pretending, because I think I really thought I was a mermaid. I even actually had a tail to go with it, and kind of got the little swim down with the 2 legs. And then this later developed into, I got a job as a lifeguard, and I taught swim lessons to little babies up to ages 7 or 8, and I just taught them how to swim from a very young age. Since I grew up with water, I thought it's a good tool to have for kids, and especially learning at such a young age. That way they're not afraid of the water. I hope you enjoyed my video, and thank you for watching. Bye.